Hello and welcome back once again to Viking Whiskey. Today I'm tasting the very new Highland Park Cask Strength, the first official cask strength release. No age statement. It's called Robust and Intense and has been matured in what they call sherry seasoned American oak casks. It sounds very exciting. Being a big Highland Park fan myself, I can't wait. Bottled at 63.3%. I hope the alcohol bite won't be too challenging, but let's give it a go. Details are on the screen right here. All right, so here it is. Looks good in the glass, has sort of a light brown amber color. Actually has quite a few more sherry notes in the nose than I had expected. Oh, there's an annoying fly again today. Hope it doesn't bug me too much. So, first notes in the nose are some acetone, some beeswax, some lemon zest. There's a light note of sulfur as well. There's some green apple and some very light dried fruits, raisins and some dates. There is some honey, actually quite a bit. But this sulfur note is kind of throwing me off. There's also something heathery, some hay. There's some sweet mint, and a little bit of toffee also. It's definitely a different nose from any other Highland Park I've had before. I hope we find more of the core characteristics in the taste, because this is supposed to be a core bottling. So it should really present an expression that's a core expression from Highland Park. At least that was my expectation. Expectation is what it's called. Let's give it a go. All right, the two first notes are strong alcohol bite. I mean, that was to be expected. At what is most likely a very young whiskey. But on top of that, a lot of sweetness. This is really sweet. And this is cane sugar with some very sweet apple juice. Oh my, this is very, very sweet. And on top of that you have freshly cut grass, some oaky bitterness, and something slightly minty. Let's see how this goes when the alcohol sort of simmers down a little bit. unfortunately getting a bit more of this sulfur in the nose here. The alcohol is already a lot more approachable. It's still warm and lightly peppery, but you also get other flavors. There's more toffee, even a bit of custard joining in here. Some light smoke joins the party. It's very welcomed. But it it is still just really, really sweet. So, third chew. On the third chew, it's a lot more oily. And luckily, I'm only really getting that sulfur note in the nose and not here on the palate. Still very sweet, but the smoke helps a lot on that. The bitter notes are gone. But mint is still very much present. So this heavy sugar and mint gives you a very sweet peppermint taste, along with these other slight light oak, light smoke, and these toffee sweetness notes. It's a drinkable dram. It's not a pleasing dram because it's an aggressive bite, and I really am starting to sort of wonder what they wanted to show with this what they wanted to show with this expression. On the finish, alcohol has come down, and it leaves a warmth and then this sweetness, which is now more of a sweet carrot sweetness with extra cane sugar. There's remarkably few other flavor characteristics. There is still this light smoke, but it doesn't leave a very exciting finish either. As you can probably tell, I'm not super excited about this one, and I know it's not an expensive whiskey for a cask strength. I had just hoped they wanted to show something more with the core expression. So rating this guy. The nose now is drowned in sulfur for me, and it's not very nice. I mean, I can still sort of pick up those other flavors, but it's really hard to find them beneath that foul-smelling thing. So this nose is a 73. Taste-wise, I mean, it's all right. It starts off strong, and it sort of ends up on something that's drinkable, though very sweet, but it doesn't present anything interesting either, unfortunately. Or maybe my bar is just set too high for Highland Parks. So, taste-wise, 76. Finish is fine. There's no off notes. It doesn't go in any wrong direction or anything. But it's also not, as I said, not super exciting. And there's very, very few flavors that you're left with. So you're pretty much just sitting there thinking, oh, it's nice that it doesn't really hurt me that much anymore because the alcohol is so much down. I mean, the good thing about the finish is that the sweetness is also down a lot, but all the other flavors are just sort of gone as well. So this finish is a 75. All in all, that would lead us to an average of 75. Okay, great. A bit disappointed, to be honest, but that's how it goes. I'm not going to get myself a bottle of this one. It's just good for my wallet. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you on the next one. Cheers.